was a child prodigy so gifted that the sun god himself invited her to live and study in Versailles. Well, today I want to tell you about a French composer by the name of Elisabeth de la Guerre. Elisabeth was born in Paris in 1665 in a very musical family. Her father was an organist. He also built harpsichord and was a music teacher. So in her family and in her life, music was just a part, just like breathing. By the time she was only 5 years old, she was already performing very complex pieces of music and also improvising. Now, King Louis XIV, known as the sun god, he heard about this and he always surrounded himself with the finest and the best of everything. And so he invited her to come and perform for him, and he was incredibly impressed when she did. He was so impressed, in fact, that he arranged for her to come and live there and study under royal patronage. And so she got the best music education possible. This royal exposure, this Louis XIV saying, "Hey, I see you and you're good," it really opened up the doors for her that in many ways it would not have otherwise, because she was a woman. And here we are in the 1600s, and women don't really have a career. They are there to have children and to support the men in their careers. But she is seen as an individual not only for her composition, not only for her music, she's also known as a very highly intelligent person. In her late teens, she leaves and goes back to Paris, and she starts performing in salons and small concerts, and she meets an organist, and they get married. His name is Marine de la Guerre, and they are happily married, and they have a son. There's so many stories that I've told you. A tragedy strikes, and both her son and her husband end up passing away. Not at the same time, but they very shortly after each other. And this affects her deeply, of course, and we can hear it in her music as well. She continues to compose and just shows remarkable resilience. And then in 1694, she's the first female to compose a French opera. The opera did not have long-term success because audiences were just not ready to accept a female composer. It was sophisticated, it was dramatic, it's all the things that opera needs to be, and not different, but good. But she was a girl. She steps away from opera and turns her focus to instrumental music and vocal chamber music, and she ends up writing these suites for harpsichord that are still played to this day. She continues to work for instruments, and she ends up writing violin sonatas, trio sonatas. Sonatas was really like an Italian thing, but she brings it to France and popularizes it there. She starts writing a lot more sacred music as well. She writes a cantata called Judith based on this biblical heroine, and it reveals her interest in strong female figures and dramatic storytelling. And the work is emotionally intense, harmonically adventurous and expressive, and it shows that sacred music can also be devout and theatrically compelling at the same time. Interesting, she was praised by critics and respected during her whole lifetime, and not because she was a girl and she did okay. No, because her work was that good. Then at the age of 64 in 1729, she passes away. She lived an extraordinary life that defied social norms. She's still known. For a while after she passed away, her music kind of died away too. People didn't know about it, but as so many times with other musicians that we've seen, her music was refound. It's used, it's performed, especially her harpsichord pieces are much enjoyed. So go and listen to some Elisabeth de la Guerre.